Yeah, you are welcome to another biology class, and the topic we are looking at today is diffusion. Diffusion, diffusion, diffusion. Activities going on in the body of living organisms involve some reactions that could be termed biophysical processes which are necessary for the normal activity of living cells. Such biophysical processes going on and which are necessary for the maintenance of living cells include processes such as diffusion, osmosis, and plasmolysis, as well as hemolysis. In this series of classes that we are going to have this time, we are going to be looking at each of these. But for today, we want to look at diffusion. Diffusion. Now, before we go into the definition of diffusion, we want to look at events and occurrences around us that will help us to understand this topic very, very well. Now, you will notice that if mommy is cooking in the kitchen and the cooking gets to a certain point, even if you are in the living room, you perceive the aroma of the soup or the food that is being cooked in the kitchen. Even though you are still in the living room, you have not gone there. There is a process through which the aroma moves from the pot in the kitchen to where you are in the living room. In another instance, somebody may put a particular perfume and spray it on his or her body. If it goes out and passes through where you are, even though you have not touched him or her, you perceive the odor of the perfume. This kind of processes also take place in living cells, and such processes are being referred to as diffusion. Now, in simple terms, diffusion is the movement of gaseous or liquid molecules from regions of high concentration to the region of low concentration. In other words, if we have molecules of either liquid or gas, these molecules, they will move from where they are high in concentration to where they are low in concentration. And that's the process that's called diffusion. So what we are saying is that, assuming that this is the kitchen where the soup or food is being cooked, at the point where that food is being cooked, there is high concentration of molecules here. But in the living room that is far away from the kitchen, there is a low concentration here. So the movement of these molecules from region of high concentration to another region of low concentration is actually called diffusion. Now, as we have said initially, diffusion takes place both physically and biologically. And in biology, we are very much, concerned about processes in the body of plants and animals that involve diffusion. Even though we use physical processes to learn about, diffusion. So, as we are having aim to look at various processes in the body of plants and animals that has to do with diffusion, we are going to use physical, events to start our explanation and drive it into what happens in a biological system. Now, starting or looking at it from there, we can now make a clear, definition of diffusion. Diffusion is the movement of gaseous or liquid molecules from a region of higher concentration, molecules from a region of higher concentration to another region of lower concentration. Through a medium of gas or liquid, through a medium of gas or liquid. So what we are saying is that diffusion is the movement of gaseous or liquid molecules. So, molecules from a region of higher concentration to another region of lower concentration through a medium of gas or liquid. Now, there are very important words that are in this definition. One, diffusion is the movement, and that movement is of either gas or liquid molecules. Gas or liquid molecules. And how does that movement take place? Movement from a region of higher concentration to another region of lower concentration. And the medium that it moves through is either a liquid or gas. Now, the aroma of soup that comes from the kitchen into the living room is actually a gaseous molecule. Are you following it now? It's a gaseous molecule. And the medium through which it moves from the kitchen to the living room is through air, and the air is what? A gas. So we are saying that the movement could be through a medium of either gas or what? Liquid. So in that initial example, the movement is through a medium of a gas. Now, we have apart from the movement, the diffusion of the aroma of soup from the kitchen, or the diffusion of the odor of a perfume from where it is sprayed to where it is what? Perceived. We could have example of a diffusion, okay, in liquids. We can have example of diffusion in liquids. So let's try giving example of a diffusion in a non-living system. So having defined this, we can give examples of diffusion in a non-living system. In a non-living system. Examples of diffusion in a non-living system. We have given an initial example. One, spreading of aroma of a food or soup from the kitchen to the